free combi boiler. My name's Alan Hart, and in today's video I've been sent in a free boiler from ECA Boilers. I did a shout out recently saying, or I mentioned recently, that I'm going to start my charity boiler installations again, and that's where I install boilers for free, and all that money gets donated to charity. And off the back of that, ECA Boilers contacted me and they asked me if they could send me a free boiler, which is what they've done. And they've asked me if I'd do a review on the boiler, and then I can also use this on one of my charity installs. So it's win-win really. So what I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to show you what's arrived, show you the box, open it up, and then what we'll do, we'll strip the boiler down and I'll show you inside. What I'd really like, I'd like some feedback from you guys as well. So if you could put some comments below and let me know what you think of all the different components inside, that would be really helpful. I've also added on this that it's a paid ad or whatever it is on the YouTube, whatever they do when you click and you say that it's a paid. I've not been paid any money for doing this at all, but they did send the boiler for free, and because of that I'm going to put it as a paid listing, just so that you know what's going on really. But as always, I'll just give you my honest opinion. Let's have a look. So this is what's arrived. We've got an accessory pack here, which I'll open shortly. We've got the boiler, and this is an ECA Proteus Premix 24 kilowatt combi boiler. We've also got a flue. So what I'll do now, we'll open these up and we'll put it on this wall, and then hopefully you guys can give me some feedback and let me know what you think to this boiler, and I'll give you my opinion as well. Have a look in the accessory kit box. We'll just get a brochure. And then we get this jig, and it's some sort of auto fill, it says on there. So we'll have a look at that as well. So if we have a look in the installation instructions, we've got a template in there. Just shows us what we need to know for installing boiler onto the wall. I've just put the bracket up on the wall here, and if we have a look on the back of the boiler, it's just a hook, and that just hooks onto your bracket. First opinion on it, looks really nice. Nice case. If you're an installer and you've installed any of these boilers, I'd really appreciate some feedback below. Let me know what you think, let me know how you've got on with them. I'll just take this front cover off and then we can have a look inside. So I've just removed 2 screws, front bottom. Take the case off. It's just got a bit of foam around there. Stainless steel heat exchanger in this. Just take this front flap down. If we have a look inside, we've got a Grundfos pump. So it's a 1560 pump. We've got a Honeywell gas valve in there. We've got the PRV, or the blow off, at the front there. So that'd be nice and easy to change if we needed to change it. 2 screws on here, one at top and one at bottom. Inside will just come off. You can get access to the side of it. Schrader valve on the front for expansion vessel. for when you're doing servicing. And if we have a look at the size of it, it's an 8 litre expansion vessel. It's also got a gutter on there for your, sometimes you get water down air intake. So that's a nice little touch, is that. Tube just goes down there. Removing the expansion vessel is really easy. There's a couple of screws up here, but all I've done is just disconnect the nut from the flexi pipe there, and that's your expansion vessel removed. That was nice and easy to do. We've got an EBM fan. Looks very similar to what you see in the Wiesmann's and other premium boilers. You've got your auto air vent just at the back there. Again, looks nice and easy to work on. Copper pipes inside. Clip-on sensors, so there's no wet pockets on them. Clips. These feel a bit cheap, to be honest. They are plasticky. Got the diverter valve in there, diverter to head. I'll just take this clip out here. We'll have a look at that. So I've just removed clip out of there. And I've undone this with spanner. And if we have a look at the internals on that, the internals are plastic. I'm not really a lover of plastic components like that. It may be okay. You'd certainly want to make sure you put it onto a clean system. The rest of the components in it are brass. So all in all, it looks good. Also comes with the jig, which is a little bit faffy, but it is the first time I've put it on. So you probably get used to that. It does look fairly good quality, to be honest. I'm not sure how this autofill works. We'll probably, if we do install this boiler, then I'll do a video on the display, and I'll also do a video on how this autofill works as well. And then we do have a little cover, this cover, little cover at the bottom of it. The boiler comes in a 24 kilowatt, a 30 kilowatt and a 35 kilowatt. I'll just measure this now. So with the bottom on it, or with the trim, it's about 750 millimeters high. You could remove that trim if you wanted to, and it'd make it 670 millimeters. So obviously if you're going to put it into a cupboard or something like that, then you'd probably leave that off. I think I'd leave that off, to be honest. And it's 280 millimeter for the depth. So that means it'll fit in a standard cupboard. And it's about 410 millimeters wide. It comes with a flex on it for power supply, and then you can wire whatever control, any of the standard controls, Nest, Hive, whatever you want to do, you can wire into it. What do we think to it? Well, I'd really appreciate if you could give me some feedback. Put some comments below, let me know what you think, especially if you've installed any of these. I'd really love to have some feedback from somebody who's actually installed some of them. I've not installed any, so I'm just looking at a dry boiler and just giving an opinion on what it looks like and the components. It's got some premium components inside by the looks of it. You've got your Grundfos pump, you've got your Honeywell gas valve, you've got a stainless steel heat exchanger, and they're components normally you see in the more expensive brand of boilers. These boilers start at around £490 plus VAT, and that's for the boiler, the flue, the filling link. So it seems very good value, and that comes with a 5-year parts and labour warranty. If you do have any questions about this boiler, then again, please put some comments below, and I'll try and do a follow-up video or if we do end up installing this boiler, then I'll answer some of them questions in that video. If you're somebody who wants one of these boilers and you wouldn't mind donating the money to charity, then again, get in touch. If you live in Leeds and you want me to come and install a boiler for you, then I'll come and install it for you. I'll do all my bit free of charge. I'll try and get all the controls. I'll try and get as much as possible free of charge. And then what I'd like you to do is make a donation to the Candlelighters charity, which I will add a link below in the comments below on here. And if anybody wants to, I know it's hard times at the moment, but charities are struggling. Obviously charities have not been able to do the events that they normally do throughout the year because of what's been going on. So if you do find that you've got a few spare pounds, then please click on that link and add a donation. And if not, don't worry about it. So yeah, if this is something that you want installing, or if you're further away and you're an installer and you want to install this and you want to be part of this and you want me to come and install it with you, then we could do that as well. Maybe do a video on that. And as long as customers are going to donate the money to the charity, that's the most important thing for me. So yeah, I'm babbling on a little bit now. Yeah, if you've got any questions, please ask them below, and thank you for watching, and as always, thank you for supporting this channel. Like, comment, share and all the rest of it. Thank you.